90's, episode 318. All right, guys. First and foremost, as I say every Friday, I hope that whatever it is that you're going through, that you don't talk about the most, I hope that you heal from that first. Whatever it is that's got you inside thinking certain ways or feeling certain ways, or I hope, I really do hope that you can get over that and get through it and tackle it and overcome it. I really, really do. I really do. And I say that week after week because week after week, day after day, for that matter, I go through things, and sometimes it's a long thing. Drug out. It's small, but long. I will sit and drag it out and worry myself, think about things to myself, and I don't tell people certain things, just like I know you don't. So maybe, just maybe, on this Friday, April 24th, 2026, right now, just in the next 10 minutes or so, you could smile or learn something, or I'm going to give you some facts. Matter of fact, I'm going to give you 10 facts about television and media in the 90s. Now, you may say to yourself, what does that mean? Big Beard, I don't even know television and media. Yeah, I'm going to tell you 10 facts, once again, about television from the 90s that were really popular, that made things happen, that people still talk about today. And I want to share that. So just maybe, just over the next few minutes, you can forget whatever it is that has you down, and you can just learn some things. That's what I want to do. Talk about everything under the sun, including the sun. I think it's important. I don't do politics, and I'm not going to bring you down. If anything, I'm boring. Whatever. Let's get on with the show tonight. 318 Fridays. Wow. I'm going to start at number 10. In the 90s, Baywatch, if you're familiar with the show, took place on the beach with a bunch of hunks and babes. It's usually what people remember. Look it up. But Baywatch was one of the most watched shows in the world. I can remember watching it myself, going to people's houses and it would be on, going to visit family and it would be on. They may even have to turn it off to do the family functions. But I knew people that watched it that went crazy, that absolutely loved it. That is a fact from the 90s. Number 9, Full House. You may go, oh, I know Full House. We know Full House. We know Fuller House. We know this. That's fine. But in 1995, the show ended. What? I remember it. 12 years old. It was it. I'm not even going to tell you how or what happens. Because if you haven't seen it, go way back when and watch it. Look it up. But Full House ended. That was sad. There were other shows from there. I looked these up. I can name things that I remember ended. Perfect Strangers, Roseanne. I mean, that's just to name a couple. Anyway, number 8 on the list tonight. Boy Meets World. If you're from the 90s or from the 80s and you were a 90s kid, see, we were 90s kids and a 90s teen all in that decade. We were born in the 80s, raised all in the 90s, and that's us. But when it came to Boy Meets World, let's all understand this for a moment. Corey and Topanga. That's just how it was. All the guys liked Topanga. They had a crush. All the girls seemed to have a crush on Corey's friend. Just watch it. Once again, go way back and try that one too. Look that one up. Boy Meets World. But it became a part of the TGIF programming. And if you don't know what TGIF is, it is probably exactly what you think. Thank God it's Friday. But they were shows back to back. Usually a repeat show, and then the one you had to wait for. A repeat show, then the one you got. At least that's how I remember it, because it was 2 step-by-steps, 2 full houses, 2 full Family Matters, and there were 2 Perfect Strangers in there too. Those who know that know that. They added some. But Boy Meets World became of that part of it, I believe. Number 7, which, I get that people might not care about this, so I'm just going to move on as quickly as I say this. The Rosie O'Donnell Show debuted in 1996, and at that time, it quickly became a daytime favorite. Number 6, The Tonight Show with Jay Leno took over from Johnny Carson in 1992. And if you don't know, that it's a television show, Johnny Carson's show. I was young, but I can remember watching it and telling my dad and my parents that that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to be like James Carrey. I remember watching him do stand-up, and now he's known as Jim Carrey. But nonetheless, The Tonight Show in 92 with Jay Leno took over. And from then on, Jay up until whatever they got going on now. I'm old. But I would sit up late and watch Jay Leno and the Conan O'Brien show. Thought that was really cool set from the 90s there. Number 5 to top this halfway list to number 1 out of 10. Fun, maybe, facts from the 90s. The X-Files. Those who know the X-Files understand it, and we know it. I was not as big as a fan until I got old enough, and then I realized it's awesome. Everything about it. If you can find that on a box set and something like that, go back and watch X-Files. I know you may go, oh, I don't know. Big Beard, that looks, I don't know. Some episodes in there will still have you talking. Dude, I'm not even going to say nothing. Watch it. Do yourself that favor. Number 4, The Simpsons. Anybody knows The Simpsons? Then you know that they became a cultural staple. They became like a primetime hit. Everybody knew The Simpsons. Everybody wanted to be part of The Simpsons. Whether you were watching it, whether you talked about it, I would watch it every Thursday, 8 o'clock. With my folks. Married with Children followed. That's just how it was. TV was awesome. I don't care who you are. If you watched it way back. Maybe that's why I don't watch a lot of television now. I just don't. I really don't. But The Simpsons. Absolutely. All day. Number 3. Jerry Springer. Rest his soul. Rest in peace. We miss him. The talk show became infamous for its chaotic format. Jerry Springer was so popular that I can remember going to the hospital and waiting in the waiting room for whatever reason on someone. And Jerry Springer was on their television that we could turn. Yeah, it was the turn dial television. And I remember watching Jerry Springer. That was in 97. So there you go on that one. Number 2, to get almost to the end of the list for the top 1, tell you what's happening in the television and the media episode tonight. In the 90s, in 1992, as a matter of fact, the Real World MTV's, they had a show that they called The Real World, was they credit The Real World for the pioneer of reality television. 1992, we had never seen reality television. So it was 5 people picked to live in a house, 5 unknown strangers, and they end up being friends or not being friends. And you have to watch it for a season, and then some other ones move in, and then other ones. I mean, it's something. If you don't know about the slap heard around the world from the real world, look it up. It's awesome. That's all I can say about that one. Finally, in this number 1 list of television and media and what was basically happening in the 90s, I chose to say that number 1 was Nickelodeon. But you have to understand what debuted in 1991. I remember it. I didn't know as far as a debut was. But in 91, I can remember seeing it for the first time. Ren and Stimpy. If you don't know Ren and Stimpy, it's okay. Perhaps you're a boomer. It's okay. I was told that's not a right word, no? Perhaps you're older. It's okay if you don't know Ren and Stimpy. But oh boy, Ren. Stimpy, you idiot. I promise, if you know it, then you would be like, oh, yeah. Anyway. I don't know. I like the 90s. That's just to make it quick and easy tonight. Making everybody happy. Saying what I have to say and doing what we have to do when we do what we do. When we do what we do. All right, guys, listen. All the jokes aside, that was a lot of facts tonight that you can watch. But I also want to say, all jokes aside, and all comedic and all forms of comedy, period. Let's get real for just a moment. Thoughts and prayers and a big hug. Any way that I can let him know, or you can let him know, we can let him know. I had a friend of ours recently lose his house in a house fire, and thoughts and prayers go out to him and his wife. They lost their 2 cars, but them 2 and their dog got out. We love you, and God bless you. We're here for you, and that's real, and you know who you are. But there's 3 words that take me out of my show week after week. What are those 3 words that I say, though? Oh, love, peace, chicken grease. Later, guys, and thanks for watching.
Presentations.